Hi, this is Donna. Welcome to DD Paper Crafts. Following on from the last video of the fold flat boxes, today I'm making fold flat gift bags. These are both made from 11 by 8 cardstock. So the bag will sit like so for storage, but on this one, the top comes up and the sides come together and we have a squarer look to the side. And on this one, which is the same size cardstock, this has got a few extra score lines in it, and for this one we get a more triangular look to the side. So I'm going to make the orange one first, so if you prefer the look of this one then skip forward, but the construction method is basically the same on both. So without further ado, let's get started. The first bag I'll start off with is the one that has got the straight sides. This starts with a piece which is 11 by 8. Along the 8-inch side, score at 1 7/8 and 6 1/8. Rotate to the long side and score at 1/2 inch, 4 1/2 inches, 6 1/2 inches and 10 1/2 inches. And then keep the piece in the scoreboard, and we're going to make a pencil mark at 2 3/4 inches on the top edge and 8 1/4 inches on the top edge. Rotate 180 degrees and again 2 3/4 and 8 1/4. Take your stylus and ruler. We're going to score diagonally from the pencil mark at 2 3/4 down to the bottom of this top square. If you've watched the box video, we're doing much the same thing. We're creating that shape, which means the bag is going to be able to fold flat. So we're doing exactly the same. So we're going to do the same on this side from the pencil mark down. So we've got 2 additional score lines here, and then do the same on this side. Fold and burnish along all of the horizontals and verticals. So this is the inside of my bag, so I'm now going to fold the diagonals as mountain folds. So what's going to happen is these 2 side sections are going to come in like so. We're going to glue this section here down, this section here down, and these sections, and then as they come up, the bag will be formed. So they'll come up like so, and then the bag will be formed like so. So you can decide whether you want to cut these tabs here away or use them to strengthen the handle. That's entirely up to you. So decide what look you want to go for. I'm quite happy, because I'm only going to be using these for sweet treats, to have my tabs kept on the inside. So I'm just going to use my construction glue. I'm going to fold that over like so, so there's no glue on these inside triangles. Burnish down. So that is going to glue into place like so, and then when we need to use the bag, we can pull the sides up like so. So that's our one sheet gift bag with the squarish sides, and now we're going to make the slightly different shape. For the second bag that has the more triangular side, again you'll start with a piece which is 11 by 8, and again we'll score at 1 7/8 and 6 1/8. Along the long side, score at 1/2 inch and 10 1/2 inches. At 4 1/2 inches, score between the top and the bottom score lines only. So I'm going to put my score tool over the track, run it down, no pressure, and then when I get to the score line, I'm going to score across like so. So 4 1/2, and then repeat that at 6 1/2. Take your pencil, and you want to put a pencil mark on the top edge at 3 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches and 8 inches. Rotate 180 degrees and do the same on the other side. So it will be 3 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches and 8 inches. So we now want to put our additional scoring in. Take your stylus and ruler. The first top left hand pencil mark, we're going to score from that down to the top of this central left hand score line. We're going to move along to the next pencil mark and we're going to score down to the same point. So the top of the left hand score line. So we've got 2 additional score lines here. And then we're going to do the same with these pencil lines, but for these we're going to come down to the right hand score line. Like so. Do the same on the other side. Now we can fold and burnish our horizontals and our verticals. And then I'm going to gently fold the 2 internals, just pinch along. This is the inside of the cardstock. So the first 2 inner score lines are going to be, I'm going to fold towards the middle, like so. And then I'm going to bring that score line up towards the edge. So I'm bringing it up like so. I want to make sure that my second score line is in the right place. So I'm going to fold it over. Just hold it so that your edges are lined up, because we want to make sure we're going to get a nice neat triangle. So I can just put my head round and line this up at the bottom, and then just go in just to make sure that my score line is 100% in the right place. And I think I was less than a 16th out. And then I'm going to do the same this side. So I'm going to fold this one towards the middle, bring up this side, line those 2 up against each other. I can sit it down and make sure that they're lining up, and then go in and score, just to make sure that our score line is exactly where we need it to be. Do the same on the other side. So that's our piece. So before we stick our piece together, let's just see how it's going to come together. So you can see the bag comes together at the top and the sides have formed a more triangular shape rather than the square shape. So we can stick our piece together. Again, as we did with the first bag, decide if you want to cut these tabs away from the top. That's entirely up to you. I'm going to add glue to this section. Fold these over. Burnish those down into place. Let's do the same this side. So that's going to come across like so. Okay, so that's sitting nice and flat for storage until you are ready to decorate. Then when you're ready to use the bag, bring the top together and decorate and create a handle, or however you're going to secure the bag at the top. You could just punch some holes and some ribbon. And then here's the bag with the squarer sides. So that's the 2 side by side, both made from 11 by 8 cardstock. So there we have the projects for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, thanks for watching.